maybe opening comments, Mick, on the guy to your left here and the strength of the sprint, what you've seen from him.
Well, certainly Peter's, you know, been certainly a relation of this year. You know, we saw him in Paris-Nice, and you know, running in all types of conditions. He rode well at the prologue, and he confirmed that you know, throughout the year. So, and once again, he showed his class here by winning, you know, in 2 stages, the Queen stage. Yeah, I mean, I saw him there with, you know, on the top of the last climb, and started concentrating on second. You know, a guy that's as fast as him in that kind of finish, he's always hard to beat.
Your shadow with what you're doing here with all the talk about Landis and Lance, and does that bother you?
No, I mean, all I can go on is the people on the side of the road. You know, they're calling out Mick Rogers, they're calling out HTC-Columbia. You know, we come here to race. We're not going to let things that are out of our control affect us. You know, we can control only the things that we do. And we've won a stage with Mark Cavendish. I've finished second twice, third in a stage. Got the yellow jersey for us. It's you know, a special thing in our team.
And do you ever, is that disappointing at all that the sport can't ever seem to move away from?
Nobody, I mean, nobody, I think even all the supporters, the journalists, everybody, no one likes to see this kind of thing happen to any sport. You know, we have to move on, we have to bring out the beautiful things about this sport, you know, the great achievements, you know, the heroic efforts, you know, like a guy like George who was out there all day, you know. They're the things that are beautiful about this sport, and they're the things we should concentrate on.
Question?
Yeah, Michael, obviously time management is very important for you today. Talk about that sprint to the line.
You know, the last 800 were pretty tough. You know, it was kind of headwind uphill after 14,000 feet of vertical gain in the stage. You know, come after 6 hours, of course. You know, kind of I found myself on the front, and I just didn't want to go too early because you know if you go too early, all it takes is one guy from behind or a couple of guys behind to take that bonus away. So. I kind of waited till 200 and just at that time kind of Peter opened his sprint and you know, everyone just went full into the finish. So. But I was very happy to gain that 4 seconds. Certainly, you know, every second counts.
Was there any concern when Mark DeMar went and he got quickly 40 seconds on the group and everybody seemed to be looking at each other at that point?
Yeah, of course. You know, we knew he was only 30 or so seconds off general classification. That's why I put my two guys on the front. You know, we didn't let it go out too far, and our goal was just to bring it back. You know, a couple of kilometres for the finish. That's the big advantage of having a few guys there, a few teammates there to close them gaps, and both TJ and Tony did an excellent job. So
were you concerned at any time during the stage today about losing the jersey?
No, we had it pretty much under control. You know, particularly Garmin through everything they had at us. You know, they had a lot of numbers. You know, Radio Shack did the same. You know, but you know, we took everything and that they threw at us and still got the jersey. So.
Well, everybody's been talking about the difficulty of this stage and just how tough it was. Could you maybe compare this stage to other mountainous terrains you've done in your career? Similarities, differences?
Well, I mean, 14,000 feet or 4,500 metres of vertical gain is a lot, you know. I think the biggest stage of the tour I've done is probably 5,200 metres. So that's 15 15,000 feet. It was pretty tough. It was 217 kilometres, 6+ hours of racing. The only difference I think here was the actual climbs today weren't that steep. You know, they're an average of 4 or 5%, some 6. I believe that was why we didn't see a very small group, or 2 or 3 riders contest the sprint. But it was a tough day. It was. I'll remember it for a while.
And how much will that affect the time trial tomorrow for you and for other guys?
It was tough. Like, I mean, everyone's going to start tomorrow with tired legs, not only the top GC guys. I mean, Levi and Dave and Rory Sutherland and everyone had to spend a damn lot of energy today. Some more than others, but everyone will start tomorrow with sore legs, let me tell you.
Have you seen anything out of Dave or Levi that says one of them's going a little bit better than the other, and that in the end might pose more of a challenge tomorrow?
It's hard to tell. You know, you can't. I don't think you can base a time trial off the mountain stage. You know, it's really like comparing apples to oranges. You know, you can't. But they're both in good shape. You know, and they've got lots of experience in time trials, and you know, they'll be on full tomorrow, and I will be too.
How much of the course was the wind a factor?
Sorry?
How much of the course was the wind a factor? Over how much?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, there was a lot of wind, but it was in stages of the race where if anyone was really to make a serious attack, it was too far from the finish. You know, it wouldn't make any tactical sense to attack.
But just as far as being unpleasant.
Oh, it was unpleasant, yeah.